Hello, this is Melissa, the insurance exam queen. And in this video, we're going to go over medical plans, medical expense plans, specifically HMO and PPO, because those are the two biggest ones they talk about. And Zoo really wants to be in this video. Um, so this is, again, Melissa, your insurance exam queen. I am working hard to make sure that we are passing our exams the first time, if not the next time, depending on when you find me. Make sure to join our Facebook group for supports. You can find me on Facebook by just searching Insurance Exam Queen. There's also a little tiny button on my YouTube logo that will click you into that. And then I also have longer in-depth classes available at insuranceexamqueen.com. And you can also like and subscribe to this video because it really, really helps me out as a YouTuber to have more subscribers. And it really doesn't do anything on your end unless you hit the bell. Then you'll be also notified when I make new videos. But simply subscribing just helps me out. And I'm so grateful for that. You can also drop a comment below about what state you're in and what test you're taking. If you're doing just health or if you're doing life and health, let me know. Let me know the exam and the state, and I will reply back with what is important and what to focus on and how I can help make sure that you secure a pass. So medical plans on the HMO, and these are actually major medical plans. So when you're studying, you might learn about like basic medical and major medical. Basic medical is small, limited coverage. Major medical is everything. And HMOs and PPOs fall under the category of major medical plans. And there's a lot of differences between the two. And when it comes to the state exam, my job, what I like to do is always focus on what you're actually going to be tested on, what you're actually going to see on the test. And of an HMO and a PPO, you will see way more questions about an HMO than a PPO, typically on average, in my experience within this industry. And I have very good pass rates, right? So insurance companies would hire me, especially United Healthcare, one of the largest insurer in the world, wanted me to be their teacher because my pass rates were so good. So now, and I taught exclusively the health exam with them. So the HMOs tend to show up way more on the exam than PPOs do. And there's a lot more to learn about HMOs than there are PPOs. This is just an introductory video. It's not all encompassing. So I would highly recommend that you purchase my gold class series on insuranceexamqueen.com to get really into depth. But we're going to break down pretty simply some things to know about HMOs versus PPO. When you think about an HMO, you want to think of like a very closed box, a very closed network. An HMO is a group of doctors and hospitals who join together to provide prepaid medical, and you're only allowed to go see those doctors. A PPO, on the other hand, is like an open box where you have doctors in network, but you can go out of network and see other doctors, and your plan will still provide coverage. They will provide more coverage if you go to the doctors in the box that are in network, and less coverage when you go out of the box, but you still have the freedom to go somewhere else. So in an HMO, you're very restricted. You can only go to the doctors in the box, and you won't have coverage anywhere else outside the network except for emergencies and inpatient hospital care, which I explained in my videos and the Gold series. And then with the PPO, you can go anywhere you want, but they will give you more benefits and more coverage if you go in network, less benefits, less coverage if you go out of network, but you still have the freedom to be able to do that. Another big key difference between the HMO and the PPO is the HMO provides the financing and the care, the funding and the care, where a PPO is financing only, where you have to pay the PPO to get the insurance, and then you go to the doctor to get the care. In the HMO, you're paying the doctor directly to take care of you in the HMO. One last thing I want to share, and by the way, this is not everything about HMOs and PPO. You really do want to get that gold class series on insuranceexamqueen.com. Those will be the most in-depth videos. But with the HMO, preventative. Everything about the HMO is about keeping costs low. That's another actual key point, testable point. But preventative care. HMOs highly stress preventative care because if they can catch the problem early and treat it early, then they will save money overall by taking care of it instead of letting it go on further. Like, this is another reason why women have better rates for health insurance and life insurance than men do, is because women will generally try to take care of it right away, where men will let it linger, and it ends up getting worse. So this is even true in real life. You know, I twisted my ankle. I couldn't walk. I immediately went to the doctor, got physical therapy, started my healing treatment. Everything was quickly handled. I had a friend twisted his ankle. He didn't take care. I'm going to walk it off. I'm going to be a man. I've got this. He ended up damaging it further to the point where he needed surgery. So an HMO is more like, get it taken care of immediately, get it handled. And then now a PPO does technically have preventative care in it, but for the purposes of the exam, they won't talk about PPO having preventative care at all. Ooh, another thing, I just can't help but tell you all the stuff, right? Now, this is technically an hour-long, 2-hour-long lesson in the Gold Health series, so you want to jump in on that. But the HMO requires a PCP, a primary care physician. You have to go to that doctor for everything. And then that doctor also gives you a referral. So HMOs require a referral, where if you want to go to a specialist, you have to get a referral from your PCP. In a PPO, there's no PCPs needed and there's no referrals needed. You just get to go to wherever you want to go. All right, so that was a quick little breakdown of some key testable points of the difference between an HMO and a PPO, which are two of the biggest topics they test you on when it comes to medical plans, medical health plans, medical expense plans. They kind of call it different things depending on the state you're studying in. So remember, HMO, preventative care, you need a PCP, in network only. PPO, you have the freedom to go anywhere, but you'll have less benefits if you go out of the network. No PCP needed, no referral needed, and they don't focus on preventative care when it comes to a PPO. So remember, join the Facebook group for additional support. Drop the state and the test you're taking below so I can tell you what's important, and check out insuranceexamqueen.com so you can get the gold class series to help you pass the exam the first time or the next time, wherever you're at in your studies. I am sending you all the loves, all the vibes to pass the exam. Have an amazing day.